Welcome back to our channel, World Coins History. As you knew that old is gold, but these rare states $quarter coins that are most valuable than you think, don't spend one of them. You're lucky if you have one of these, so please watch complete video and find your treasure. Let's start this. Top 1. Today, we're taking a closer look at a special coin that might just be sitting in your collection or even in your loose change right now, the United States Louisiana Purchase $quarter from 2002. Trust me, you'll want to stick around until the end of this video because the value of this quarter might just blow your mind. The Louisiana Purchase was one of the most significant land acquisitions in American history. Back in 1803, the United States doubled in size when President Thomas Jefferson brokered the purchase of vast lands from France. This deal, known as the Louisiana Purchase, forever changed the trajectory of the nation. Fast forward nearly 2 centuries, and in 2002, the U.S. Mint issued a commemorative quarter to celebrate this monumental event. Now, let's talk about this quarter itself. You might think, a quarter is a quarter, right? Well, not quite. While the regular quarters we use daily are often overlooked, this particular coin is part of the 50 State Quarters program, which began in 1999 and ended in 2008. The Louisiana Purchase Quarter was released as part of the program to honor the state of Louisiana. What makes this coin so unique? On the reverse side, you'll find a stunning design that captures a pivotal moment in American history, the Lewis and Clark Expedition, which was undertaken shortly after the Louisiana Purchase. The image features a keelboat floating on the river, with the words Louisiana Purchase and 1803 etched beneath it. This design perfectly captures the spirit of exploration, expansion, and discovery that defined the early 19th century in the United States, but here's where things get really interesting. While millions of these quarters were minted, not all of them are created equal. In fact, a handful of 2002 Louisiana Purchase quarters have become quite rare, thanks to a small but important error in the minting process. Some of these quarters were struck with an unusually high-quality finish, and as a result, they stand out among the rest. These high-quality versions are more highly sought after by collectors and are often referred to as uncirculated or proof versions. In addition to that, certain quarters from this year have been found with a unique misprint, which makes them even more valuable. Collectors go wild for coins that have minting errors, as these tend to be one-of-a-kind treasures. For example, a slight difference in the way the minting machine struck the coin could result in a small design flaw, or sometimes an entirely off-center image. These tiny mistakes can make a coin even more appealing to the right buyer. Now, we're not talking about your average, worn-out quarter that's been used for vending machines or laundry. The coins that fetch top dollar are those in pristine condition. If you happen to find a Louisiana Purchase quarter that looks almost brand new, still shining with its original luster, you're in luck. Coins in mint state or proof condition, which have never been circulated, are especially valuable because they have retained their sharp details and beautiful finishes. You might be wondering, so, how much is this coin worth, really? Well, here's the moment you've been waiting for. If you happen to have an immaculate, error-free, or particularly rare 2002 Louisiana Purchase quarter, its value could be as high as $59,000. That's right, $59,000. It's a staggering amount for a coin that, on the surface, might just look like a regular quarter. It's unbelievable, isn't it? Just a small, seemingly ordinary piece of currency can hold such tremendous value. But it's all about rarity, condition, and sometimes, a little bit of luck. So, before you let any of these quarters slip through your fingers, be sure to check the ones you have in your collection carefully. You never know, one of those coins might just be worth far more than you think. Top 2, we're diving into one of the most fascinating coins in the U.S. Mint's history, the 2006 Nebraska quarter. This unassuming coin might just be worth far more than you'd expect, and we're here to uncover all its secrets. So, keep watching until the end, because you won't believe the value of this quarter once you hear it. In 2006, the United States Mint released a quarter that celebrated the great state of Nebraska. Part of the 50 State Quarters program, this coin was created to honor Nebraska's unique place in American history and its contribution to the nation's development. At first glance, the Nebraska quarter might seem like just another state quarter, but there's so much more to it than meets the eye. This coin is a true piece of American heritage, and it might just have a price tag that'll leave you stunned. Let's take a closer look at the design of this coin. On the reverse side, you'll find a beautiful depiction of the state's famous Chimney Rock, a towering geological formation that has long been a landmark for travelers crossing the Great Plains. The image captures the natural beauty of Nebraska, showcasing both its history and its place in the story of westward expansion. Above Chimney Rock, the inscription, Nebraska, and the year, 2006, help identify the coin, while the words, Home of Arbor Day, also appear, celebrating Nebraska's significance to the environment and conservation in the U.S. While the design itself is stunning and meaningful, the real story behind the Nebraska quarter isn't just about the image, it's about its rarity and the condition in which it's found. Like all of the state quarters, millions of these were minted, but here's the kicker, not all of them are created equal. Over time, some of these coins were produced with slight imperfections, making certain ones much rarer than others. So, what makes a 2006 Nebraska quarter special? For starters, there are versions of this coin that were released in what's called proof or uncirculated condition. These coins were carefully crafted and not released for general circulation. As a result, they remained in perfect shape, untouched by the wear and tear of daily use. Finding one of these coins in your collection, or even in a roll of quarters, can be a game changer for any collector, but there's more. A few Nebraska quarters were struck with minting errors, which is where the real excitement lies for collectors. Minting errors occur when there's an issue with the machinery or the process during production. These errors can range from something as subtle as an off-center strike to more noticeable issues like double strikes, misalignments, or even missing elements from the design. The rarer the error, the more valuable the coin. These types of mistakes are often considered one-of-a-kind, making them highly desirable in the coin collecting world. Now, you're probably wondering, how much can one of these coins actually be worth? Well, if you happen to have a pristine, error-free, or particularly rare 2006 Nebraska quarter in your possession, you could be sitting on a small fortune. Ready for the big reveal? If you've got one of these quarters in top condition, it could be worth as much as $53,000. That's right, $53,000 for a coin that's often overlooked in pocket change. Imagine walking into a coin shop or browsing your collection and discovering that one of your quarters is worth that kind of money. It's mind-blowing how much a seemingly ordinary coin can fetch in the right condition, especially with the added rarity of a minting error. So, if you've got any 2006 Nebraska quarters lying around, or if you're heading to the bank to grab some rolls, be sure to check them carefully. You could have a valuable treasure right under your nose. Always inspect the condition of your coins, and pay special attention to those with any unusual features or minting errors. Top 3, we've got something truly special to discuss, the United States Shenandoah quarter from 2014. You might think, it's just another state quarter, right? Well, think again. This coin has a fascinating history, a beautiful design, and, believe it or not, it might just be worth a lot more than you expect. Stick with me, and I'll reveal just how much this quarter could fetch in today's market. In 2014, the U.S. Mint released a series of quarters to commemorate the national parks and historic sites across the country, and Shenandoah National Park in Virginia was one of the featured parks. The Shenandoah Quarter was part of the America the Beautiful Quarters program, which started in 2010 and continues to highlight different national treasures from coast to coast. And let me tell you, this particular coin has become a collector's favorite for a number of reasons. Let's start by taking a look at the design of this quarter. On the reverse side of the coin, you'll see a beautifully detailed scene from Shenandoah National Park. The design showcases the park's rolling mountain views, with a hiker and dog on a trail in the foreground. The iconic Blue Ridge Mountains provide a stunning backdrop, and the whole scene perfectly encapsulates the peaceful and natural beauty of Shenandoah. You can almost feel the crisp mountain air just by looking at it. This serene and picturesque design is what draws collectors to this coin, as it captures both the charm of Virginia and the spirit of outdoor exploration. While the coin's design is a work of art, there's another reason why this quarter has garnered so much attention: its rarity. Millions of these coins were minted, but not all of them are in equal condition. If you come across a Shenandoah quarter in uncirculated or proof condition, you're looking at a coin that is much more valuable than the ones you'd find in your pocket change. Proof coins are specially made with high-quality standards and are often part of limited edition sets. These coins have sharp, clear details, and their surfaces are smooth and shiny, making them stand out from the rest. But wait, there's more. The real value of the 2014 Shenandoah quarter comes from the rare minting errors that can occasionally be found in this series. Minting errors are exactly what they sound like: small mistakes that occur during the production process. These errors can make the coin unique and highly collectible. For instance, some Shenandoah quarters were struck off-center, others may have doubled images, and some even had design flaws where certain details were missing or misaligned. These coins are extremely sought after by collectors because they are considered rare and special. If you come across one of these error coins, you could be holding something that's worth far more than face value. So, you might be asking yourself, how much can a 2014 Shenandoah quarter really be worth? If you happen to have one of these coins in perfect, uncirculated condition, or, even better, one with a minting error, you might be sitting on a small fortune. Ready for the big reveal? A pristine 2014 Shenandoah quarter, especially one with a rare minting flaw, could be worth as much as $47,000. Yes, you heard that right, $47,000. It's mind-blowing to think that a coin that might seem like an ordinary piece of pocket change could be worth so much. The key is in the condition of the coin and the rarity of any potential errors. So, before you toss any quarters into the jar or pass them off at the grocery store, take a moment to carefully check for any potential treasures. Now, if you have a Shenandoah quarter in your collection, be sure to inspect it closely. Look for any signs of minting errors or signs that it's in perfect, uncirculated condition. If you're lucky enough to find one of these rare versions, you could be looking at a coin worth thousands of dollars. Top 4, we're going to talk about one of the most coveted coins in American numismatics, the 1999 Delaware Quarter. At first glance, it might seem like just another state quarter, but I'm here to tell you, this coin has a fascinating story and a value that will probably surprise you. Stick around until the end, and I'll reveal how much this quarter could really be worth. Let's start with a little history. The United States Mint introduced the 50 state quarters program in 1999, with each quarter representing a different state. Delaware was the first state to join the Union, so it only made sense that it was the first state to be featured in this groundbreaking program. The 1999 Delaware Quarter was released to honor this historic moment, and it's become one of the most iconic coins in the series. Now, let's talk about the design. On the reverse side of the 1999 Delaware Quarter, you'll find a stunning image that captures the state's rich history. The design features a Revolutionary-era drummer boy, representing Delaware's role in the American Revolution. Below the image, you'll see the words, "The First State," paying tribute to Delaware's place as the first state to ratify the U.S. Constitution. Surrounding the design are the inscriptions "Delaware" and "1799, marking the state's founding year. At first, this quarter may seem like just another addition to the collection of state quarters. However, what makes the 1999 Delaware Quarter stand out from the rest is its rarity and the conditions under which it was minted. While millions of these coins were produced, not all of them are in the same condition. Some were circulated widely, getting worn down by everyday use. However, others were carefully preserved and remain in pristine, uncirculated condition. This brings us to one of the most important factors in determining the value of a coin: condition. Coins in mint state, or those that have never been in circulation, are far more valuable than their worn counterparts. When a coin is kept in perfect condition, its details remain sharp, its surface smooth, and its shine intact. This makes the coin far more attractive to collectors, and naturally, more valuable. but here's where things get even more interesting. Over the years, a small number of these 1999 Delaware quarters were discovered to have minting errors. You might be thinking, how can a minting error increase the value of a coin? Well, it's because these error coins are incredibly rare and highly sought after by collectors. A minting error could be anything from an off-center strike, where the design is misaligned, to a double strike, where the coin's design is stamped twice. Even more subtle errors, like die cracks or missing lettering, can make these coins incredibly valuable. Collectors know that minting errors like these make a coin unique, and as a result, they're often willing to pay top dollar for them. These errors are essentially one of a kind, making the coin even more desirable. So, if you've got a 1999 Delaware quarter that looks a little different from the norm, it might be worth taking a closer look to see if you've got an error coin on your hands. Now, you're probably wondering just how much one of these rare 1999 Delaware quarters could be worth. The answer might just blow your mind. If you have one of these coins in mint condition or, better yet, a version with a minting error, it could be worth as much as $69,000. Yes, you heard that right, $69,000. That's a staggering amount for a coin that may look small and simple, but its rarity and condition make it a true treasure. Imagine finding one of these quarters sitting in a roll of coins or in an old coin jar you've had lying around for years. It could be worth far more than you ever thought. That's why it's so important to check your coins carefully, because you never know when you might stumble upon a hidden gem like the 1999 Delaware quarter. So, if you have any of these quarters, or if you come across one in your coin hunting adventures, be sure to check the condition and keep an eye out for any unusual features. With the potential for this kind of value, you might just be holding on to a small fortune. Top 5, we're diving into the 2018 United States Voyager quarter, a coin that not only holds historical significance but might just be worth a lot more than you think. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll be amazed at how much this quarter could potentially fetch. Let's start with the basics. The Voyager quarter was released as part of the America the Beautiful Quarters program, which started back in 2010 and continues to honor America's most iconic national parks. In 2018, the U.S. Mint issued the Voyager National Park Quarter to celebrate one of the most important historical landmarks in the United States. Located in Minnesota, Voyager National Park is known for its breathtaking lakes, wilderness, and the historic voyagers who navigated these waters in the 18th century. It's a place of incredible natural beauty and rich history, and the coin perfectly captures that essence. Now, if you take a look at the design on the reverse side of the coin, you'll see something really unique. The image features a depiction of a canoe, with two voyagers paddling across the waters, embodying the spirit of exploration and the ruggedness of the early explorers who helped shape the country's history. The scene beautifully illustrates the vast, serene landscape of the park, with trees, water, and sky stretching out into the distance. The design is not only visually stunning but also a perfect tribute to the spirit of adventure that these explorers had as they made their way through the wilds of the North American wilderness. But here's the twist: while this coin might look like just another quarter at first glance, it holds a surprising amount of value, especially for those who are keen on finding rare or error coins. Like all coins, the condition it's in makes all the difference. Coins that have been carefully preserved and kept in mint state are far more valuable than those that have seen heavy circulation. If you happen to find one of these quarters in uncirculated condition, especially if it's still shiny and with all its intricate details sharp and crisp, you could be holding on to a coin that's worth significantly more than face value. But it gets even better. Some of the 2018 Voyager quarters have been discovered with minting errors, and these errors can make the coin even more valuable. Whether it's an off-center strike, a misaligned die, or even a double-struck coin, these rare minting mistakes are highly sought after by collectors. Minting errors often make a coin one of a kind, which is why they can fetch prices far above the standard value. Imagine holding a coin that's not only in perfect condition but also has a unique flaw that makes it incredibly rare. The great thing about coins like the 2018 Voyager quarter is that they're relatively new, meaning there's still time to find one of these rarer versions. And if you're a coin hunter or you've got a stash of quarters sitting around, it's worth your time to carefully inspect them for these unique features. You never know when you might come across one that's worth more than you can imagine. Now, I know you've been waiting for it. Just how much is a 2018 Voyager quarter worth? Well, here's the exciting part. If you happen to have an uncirculated Voyager quarter in pristine condition, or if you're lucky enough to find one with a minting error, you could be looking at a potential value of $50,000. That's right, $50,000. It's truly incredible how much a single quarter, which might seem like an ordinary piece of currency to most, can be worth when it's in the right condition or has the right rare characteristic. So, if you've got any of these quarters in your collection, or if you've recently come across one in your change, make sure to take a close look at its condition and check for any possible minting errors. You might just be sitting on a small fortune without even knowing it. Top 6. In this video, we're diving deep into a quarter that's caught the eye of many collectors over the years, the 2004 Texas Quarter. At first glance, this may seem like just another state quarter, but trust me, it holds a fascinating history and could be worth far more than you think. Stick around, because by the end, I'll be revealing just how much this coin could be worth if you have the right version of it. In 2004, the United States Mint released the Texas Quarter as part of the 50 State Quarters program. This series of coins was designed to celebrate the unique features and histories of each state, and Texas, being the second largest state in the country, definitely deserved a special tribute. Texas is a state with a rich and colorful past, and the quarter that was minted to honor it is no exception. On the reverse side of the 2004 Texas Quarter, you'll find an eye-catching design. The quarter features the famous Texas Lone Star, which is a symbol of the state's independence and its deep-rooted pride. The design also includes a silhouette of the state itself, with the inscription, "The Lone Star State," prominently displayed. The design was meant to capture the strength, independence, and unique character of Texas, and it's a beautiful tribute to one of the most iconic states in the US. But let's move beyond the design and talk about the real value of this coin. Most of the Texas quarters you find circulating are just regular coins, but here's where things get interesting. Like all coins in the 50 State Quarters program, the 2004 Texas Quarter was minted in large quantities, which means there are millions of them out there. But what makes this coin special is not just the design, it's the condition and the potential for rare minting errors. The value of any coin is largely determined by its condition, and a well-preserved coin will always be worth more than one that's been heavily circulated. So, if you happen to have a 2004 Texas Quarter that's still in near-perfect condition, you might have a small treasure on your hands. But, there's more. Some of these coins were struck with minting errors, things like misaligned dies, double strikes, or even missing details. When a coin has an error like this, it becomes incredibly valuable to collectors, because these mistakes are what make the coin unique and one-of-a-kind. Minting errors are a big deal in the world of coin collecting. Even a tiny imperfection can turn a regular coin into a rare gem. And that's what makes the 2004 Texas Quarter so interesting. If you find one of these with an error, especially if it's in pristine condition, you could be looking at a coin that's worth far more than you ever imagined. So, you're probably wondering by now, how much is a 2004 Texas Quarter actually worth? Well, hold on tight, because here's the jaw-dropping part. If you happen to have one of these quarters in uncirculated condition or, even better, one with a rare minting error, it could be worth as much as $59,000. Yes, you heard that right, $59,000. It's incredible to think that a coin that's just a few years old could have such a high value. And what's even more amazing is that the Texas Quarter isn't the only one in the 50 State Quarters program with potential for big money. But when it comes to the 2004 Texas Quarter, finding one in perfect condition or with an error can really make a huge difference in its worth. So, the next time you come across a 2004 Texas Quarter, be sure to take a good look at it. Check the condition. Does it look brand new? Are there any strange markings or mistakes on the coin? If so, you might have just discovered a rare find that could put a lot of money in your pocket. Top 7. We're diving into a coin that could be worth far more than its face value, the 2017 Effigy Mounds National Monument Quarter. You might be wondering, what makes this quarter so special? Well, stick around because by the end of this video, you'll be shocked to learn just how much this particular quarter could be worth. In 2017, the United States Mint released the Effigy Mounds Quarter as part of the America the Beautiful Quarters program, which honors national parks and monuments across the country. Effigy Mounds National Monument, located in Iowa, was chosen for this year's release, and it holds significant cultural and historical importance. The park is home to ancient burial mounds built by Native American tribes, shaped like animals and figures that reflect the spiritual beliefs and traditions of these indigenous peoples. These mounds have stood the test of time, and they are a reminder of the deep history that predates the founding of the United States. The design on the reverse side of the Effigy Mounds Quarter is truly stunning. The coin features an image of one of these ancient burial mounds, with a breathtaking depiction of a towering bird effigy mound. Surrounding the mound is a depiction of the rolling hills of Iowa's landscape, which gives you a sense of the park's natural beauty. The intricate details of the mound and the surrounding scene are not only a tribute to the park's history but also a powerful symbol of Native American culture and their connection to the land. It's a beautifully designed coin that combines natural beauty with historical significance. Now, let's talk about why this quarter has become so appealing to collectors. Like all of the America the Beautiful quarters, the 2017 Effigy Mounds Quarter was minted in large quantities, but that doesn't mean they're all worth the same amount. In fact, what makes this quarter valuable is its condition. If you happen to have one of these coins that's been kept in uncirculated or mint condition, it's worth far more than a regular, circulated quarter. Coins that are uncirculated are much more attractive to collectors because they have sharp details, no wear or tear, and retain their original luster. So, if you've kept your 2017 Effigy Mounds Quarter in perfect condition, you're already looking at a valuable coin. But wait, there's more. Some of these quarters also have rare minting errors, which can make them even more valuable. These errors could range from off-center strikes, where the design is misaligned, to double strikes, where the coin's design is stamped twice. Even small flaws like die cracks or missing details can make a coin extremely rare and desirable to collectors. Minting errors are one of the main reasons why certain coins, even newer ones, can fetch thousands of dollars on the market. If you find a 2017 Effigy Mounds Quarter with a unique minting error, you could be holding a coin that's much more valuable than you realize. Now, I know you're probably wondering, how much is a 2017 Effigy Mounds Quarter really worth? If you happen to have this coin in excellent condition, or even better, one with a rare minting error, you could be looking at a value of $39,000. Yes, you heard that right, $39,000. It's hard to believe, but when it comes to rare coins, condition and rarity can make all the difference, and a well-preserved Effigy Mounds Quarter with a minting error can fetch a staggering price. So, if you have one of these coins sitting around, take a moment to examine it closely. Check for any signs of wear or imperfections, and see if you can spot any potential minting errors. If you're lucky enough to have a rare version, you could be holding on to a small fortune. Top 8, we've got something exciting to talk about. A coin that's not only a piece of American history, but could also be worth a whole lot of money. Yes, you guessed it, the 2013 Perry's Victory and International Peace Memorial Quarter. This isn't just any ordinary quarter, folks. It has a fascinating story, a stunning design, and if you're lucky enough to own one in the right condition, it could be worth far more than you ever imagined. Stick with me until the end, because I'm going to reveal just how much this coin could really be worth. Let's take a step back in time and talk about the significance of the Perry's Victory Quarter. In 2013, the United States Mint released this coin as part of the America the Beautiful Quarters program, which honors national parks and landmarks across the country. Perry's Victory and International Peace Memorial is located on Put-in-Bay Island in Lake Erie, Ohio. The memorial commemorates the Battle of Lake Erie during the War of 1812, a pivotal battle where Commodore Oliver Hazard Perry led American forces to victory. This victory played a crucial role in the success of the United States during the war and is a symbol of the country's resilience and strength. Now, let's take a look at the design. On the reverse side of the 2013 Perry's Victory Quarter, you'll see a beautiful depiction of the Perry's Victory Memorial itself. This towering column stands proudly on the island, and the design shows it rising above the waters of Lake Erie, surrounded by ships that represent the naval forces involved in the battle. The image is intricate and full of details, with the words Perry's Victory and Ohio emblazoned across the top, and 1813 marking the year of the battle. The entire design captures the spirit of victory, peace, and unity, as the memorial also serves as a tribute to the lasting peace between the United States, Canada, and Great Britain following the War of 1812. But what makes this coin so appealing to collectors? Well, while millions of these quarters were minted, the value of this coin is not just in the design, it's in the condition and rarity. Coins that have been well preserved and are still in mint condition are far more valuable than those that have been circulated. So, if you happen to have a 2013 Perry's Victory Quarter in uncirculated condition, you could already be sitting on something worth a lot more than its face value. However, it doesn't stop there. Some of these quarters have been discovered with rare minting errors, which makes them even more valuable. For example, a misaligned die or off-center strike could make a coin much more desirable to collectors. These errors, while often small and subtle, turn an ordinary coin into something truly unique. Minting errors can drive the price of a coin up dramatically, as collectors are always searching for those one-of-a-kind pieces. Now, you're probably asking, how much is this 2013 Perry's Victory Quarter worth? If you have one in pristine, uncirculated condition, or better yet, one with a rare minting error, you could be looking at a value of $45,000. That's right, $45,000. While that may seem like an astonishing price for a quarter, it's the rarity, condition, and any potential errors that drive the price up. These coins, especially when found in excellent shape or with minting mistakes, can fetch a premium price from collectors who are eager to add them to their collections. So, if you've got any of these quarters in your collection or in an old coin jar, take a closer look at them. Check the condition, and see if you can spot any unusual features or errors. If you do find one in perfect condition, or even better, with a minting error, you could have a coin that's worth much more than you ever thought. Top 9, we've got a fascinating coin that might just surprise you. If you've got one lying around, you could be sitting on a small fortune. We're talking about the 2000 New Hampshire Quarter. Now, at first glance, it might seem like just another coin, but as we dig deeper, you'll see that this little quarter could be worth far more than its face value. Trust me, by the end of this video, you'll be looking at your coin collection a little differently. In the year 2000, the United States Mint released the New Hampshire Quarter as part of the 50 State Quarters program, a series designed to celebrate each state's history, culture, and landmarks. New Hampshire, known for its picturesque landscapes, rich history, and famous "Live Free or Die" motto, was honored with its own unique quarter to mark its place in the program. The coin's design is truly iconic and represents the essence of this beautiful New England state. On the reverse of the 2000 New Hampshire Quarter, you'll see a detailed depiction of the Old Man of the Mountain, one of the most famous natural rock formations in the United States. The Old Man of the Mountain, located in the White Mountains, was a symbol of New Hampshire for centuries before it collapsed in 2003. The quarter beautifully captures the likeness of this natural monument, with the old man's face carved into the granite rock, staring out over the landscape. The coin also includes the inscription, "Live Free or Die," a proud reminder of New Hampshire's state motto and its commitment to liberty and independence. But what makes this coin so special? Well, while millions of these quarters were produced, their value depends heavily on their condition. Coins that have been circulated, especially if they've seen heavy use, tend to lose their value. But here's where it gets interesting. If you have a 2000 New Hampshire Quarter that's been kept in mint condition, or one that's uncirculated, you could be looking at something worth a lot more than just 25 cents. Mint condition is everything when it comes to coin collecting. A quarter that has been carefully stored, kept free from scratches, discoloration, or any signs of wear, is far more appealing to collectors. The finer the details, the higher the value, so if you happen to have one of these coins that's still gleaming like it just came off the minting press, you've got something that could really stand out in the world of coin collectors. But here's the real kicker: some 2,000 New Hampshire quarters have been found with rare minting errors. These errors can include things like off-center strikes, double dies, or even missing details on the design. Minting errors are highly sought after because they make a coin one of a kind. So, if you happen to have one of these quarters with a rare mistake, it could be worth a significant amount more than the typical uncirculated coin. The rarity and uniqueness of minting errors make them highly valuable in the collecting world. So, how much is the 2,000 New Hampshire quarter really worth? Well, if you've got one in pristine condition, or even better, one with a minting error, you could be looking at a value of $63,000. That's right, $63,000. It's incredible to think that a coin that might seem like just another quarter could actually be worth so much. But when it comes to rare coins, especially those with perfect details or minting errors, the value can skyrocket. So, next time you come across a 2,000 New Hampshire quarter, make sure to take a good look at it. Is it in mint condition? Is there any odd detail or flaw that might point to a rare minting error? If you spot something unusual, it could be a sign that you found something truly special. Top 10 and last rare quarter, we're taking a look at a coin that's not only visually stunning but could also be worth a whole lot of money if you happen to have the right version of it: the 2017 Ozark National Scenic Riverways Quarter. This isn't just any quarter, folks, this one has a fascinating story behind it, and it might just be worth a lot more than you think. Stick with me, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how much this coin could be worth if you've got the right one in your collection. The Ozark National Scenic Riverways Quarter was released in 2017 as part of the America the Beautiful Quarters program. This program was designed to honor the country's national parks and monuments, and Ozark Riverways, located in Missouri, was one of the lucky recipients of this honor. It's the first national park established to protect a river system, and it's home to the beautiful Current and Jack's Fork rivers. These rivers are known for their crystal-clear waters and scenic beauty, attracting kayakers, canoeists, and nature lovers from all over the world. So, when the United States Mint designed this quarter, they wanted to capture the natural splendor of the Ozarks. On the reverse side of the Ozark Riverways Quarter, you'll find an incredible depiction of a canoeist gliding through the river, with lush greenery lining the banks. The design beautifully captures the peacefulness and natural beauty of the Ozark National Scenic Riverways. Above the river, the words "Ozark National Scenic Riverways" are inscribed, along with "Missouri," paying tribute to both the state and the park. The scene on the coin is full of detail, whether it's the ripples in the water or the lush landscape surrounding the river. Every inch of this coin tells a story of America's untamed wilderness. But let's talk about what makes this quarter more than just a piece of currency. Sure, millions of these quarters were minted, but what really drives their value is their condition. If you have a 2017 Ozark Riverways quarter that's been well preserved, or even better, one that's uncirculated, you've got yourself a gem. Coins that have been in circulation for years often show signs of wear and tear, but coins that have been kept in pristine condition, whether they've been carefully stored or never touched at all, are highly sought after by collectors. The better the condition, the more valuable the coin. However, the value doesn't stop there. Some of these 2017 Ozark Riverways quarters have been found with rare minting errors. Errors like misaligned strikes, double strikes, or missing details can make a coin significantly more valuable. Minting errors are one of the most exciting things in the world of coin collecting because they make a coin truly unique. Imagine holding a coin that was made by mistake but is now worth a small fortune. If you're lucky enough to find one of these rare error coins, you could be sitting on a real treasure. Now, you're probably asking yourself, how much is this 2017 Ozark Riverways quarter really worth? Well, if you happen to have one that's in perfect, uncirculated condition, or, even better, one with a rare minting error, you could be looking at a coin worth $33,000. Yes, that's $33,000. It might sound unbelievable, but when it comes to rare coins, condition and rarity play a huge role in determining value. And with the right version of this quarter, you could be holding something that's worth far more than just 25 cents. So, if you've got a 2017 Ozark Riverways quarter in your collection, it's time to take a closer look. Is it in mint condition? Are there any errors or oddities in the design? You never know, you could have found a coin that's worth thousands of dollars. That's it for today's exploration of the 2017 Ozark Riverways quarter. I hope this video has inspired you to take a closer look at your own coin collection. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and turn on notifications so you never miss another exciting discovery. Thanks for tuning in, and happy coin hunting. Who knows what hidden treasures you might have stashed away.